He freight train.
All
You
right,
fucking
Steve.
fat.
He said some nigga named Freight Train,
Good luck to
bro.
you.
Good luck, man. Good luck.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run on first down. Garrett. And past the 40. The 40's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. And open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Locke working out of the gun. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Try! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Nyheim Hines, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
That's the score. Broncos 7, Texans 0. Brandon McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now right away, he'll look to throw. It's wearing the tight end with it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the 50, it's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Hines. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
This is Hines. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Locke. And it's going to be caught by Judy. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 82 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Third down, a run from Breida. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Watson now to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, good down in the air, and now it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Locke off a play action. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Oh, good. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Naeem Hines with 2 touchdowns on the this game, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down, Houston.
This is Breida. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. easy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think of it.
And that's caught inside the 35. Broncos score. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Texans nothing. Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for Stephon Sullivan there. And it's 3rd down.
And 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Being chased out left. He'll run it. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Garrett. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
From the gun, Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he will have the Broncos 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now Locke again. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos add on.
They went 5 wide and offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. McManus now for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Caldwell to return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Watson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
To throw in his lock. Quick hitch complete. It's Garrett. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
Throwing now is Locke.
They'll get that complete to Alvarado.
And they take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 10 yards out, and the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Broncos 42, Texans nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Watson now to throw on third down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down.
Fourth down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. On second down, it's Garrett. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He was taken down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down now, it's Garrett. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, man, I guess we're looking at the wrong side right here.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Broncos 42, Texans nothing.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Rolling to his right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. That's complete, Okue-Bunam. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Garrett. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The running back.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
The tackle made.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Locke going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 5-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From his goal line here, Watson finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
The Texans on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Breida. Oh, he is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They're on the tackle.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
For it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
The Texans 1st down.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson on target here to Fuller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st down, Texans.
gun. Watson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, Watson. That'll be complete to Breida. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson will get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the Texans' 1st down.
Watson looks to throw again. Now Watson throws another interception. Picked off inside the 10. There he goes left side.
I'm going to show you, man.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Caldwell to return. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film and find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time.